good morning to everyone who has been following along with my project that I'm doing. This is taking me a little bit of time, but so far I'm loving it. So since the last time I showed you something, I added some right down here. I put in some more grass, and this time with some red flowers here, along with the horses, with just some embroidery floss and stitches that are whatever I figure out myself. And I added a couple more little rows of couching different fibers. And then it was suggested in the comments. I love it when you all are suggesting things in the comments, because it was suggested that I put water, maybe put some, like a little pond in the field. And so that's what this is going to be. This here is going to be water, which I just took felt. Now see, what I'm learning on other people's, when I watch other people, what they're doing, I'm learning things. And so this one lady, Ariane, that I'm watching, she uses this is a piece of felt I put on here, but there's going to get a lot of, I started stitching. I put some seed stitches and some French knots just to kind of hold this down here, and then I just took and put a running stitch here of to just hold those two pieces kind of in place. But I want to show you now this is going to be, oops, that's my gum wrapper. It's going to be amazing, but I'm going to show you. I've learned about how some, let me get my cord out of the way here. Some of the fancier, more professional, stitchers are getting some, oh God, I dropped my towel. This is where to get my towel. Oh, there it is. Some of the more professional stitchers they order, wait a minute, now I gotta do the little paw. Okay, so anyhow, this is an old dish towel, but I'm using this dish towel to sop up paints and stuff. Now what did oh, it's on my knee. I want to show you. You can order dyed felt, but I have just a package of felt that I got from Amazon of just white felt, and this is like really soft felt. And so, but I found I can dye my own. And so, let me shake my sprays here. I can just dye my own. I've got, what do I have here? I have Lindy's Stamp Spray Moonshadow Mist, and this is Lindy's Stamp Gang Starburst Sea Asters Azure, and this is Dilutions London Blue by Ranger. Okay, just sprays that I've had around like forever. And so I have found that I can, oh wait a minute, that's not showing blue. Moonshadow. Okay, so it's more of the brownish. We're gonna have that in there, whatever. And then here is the Dilutions, and I'm just kind of just spraying it just here and there. Oh, see, that's a lighter. Now that one. And that one really sprays nice. Lindy stamp. Let me see if, what else do I have that's blue? This says it's an Adirondack color wash. That's by Ranger too. Just mixing them all. I'm just getting them all mixed. See, and then I'll just let that dry, and then I can cut pieces out of here when I want some blue felt. There's going to be so many things that I want to do blue. So that's my felt, and I'm going to put that over here to dry. I put, I did, oh, see, now this is a piece of felt. Oh, this was from this one's already dry, because that's what I cut that piece off that I've already put on. But then I have extra little pieces here, and I'm going to save them because I'll use them. But then I also sprayed some linen, just to get me some colored linen, which I can use pieces of this linen, and, you know, because I got different colors. This one here I did, this is also sprayed. And I might use this one to even start another whole project. I'm not sure. Or I might just use it as taking pieces. But it looks kind of like blotchy there. But I might want a piece, like maybe I would want a circle that is like darker on one side, or, you know. And so, you know, if you look at the small pieces in here, you know, you can see different areas that I might want to use. And I've learned that from Erin Zurchek, that other lady that I watch. I can never remember her name. But these are so pretty. Okay, now, so those are some that I just have done. But then I also have this, I have this like a silk scarf. It's got some holes in it. With some holes in there. So what I want to do is I want to use part of this. I'm going to use part of this silk scarf. And I want to get some color on that too. And so I'm going to just put some different blues on the silk scarf. And yeah, this one here, I guess you'd really have to hold it far away. Okay, so I'm going to just have that part of that scarf, and I'm going to just let that dry. And then I can use parts of this on my project. Even the holes that's in there. One thing I know I believe I can do with this. I wonder, I'm going to just see if my heat gun will work. I'm going to have to get a new heat gun. This one here, you can only use it a little bit and then it quits. I want to try something. I wonder if this will melt. No, I guess it's not going to melt. I can dry this though with this heat gun. This gun's got a limited time on it, and then it quits, so I gotta let it cool off. But it still works. I'll use it till it's dying day. So I can dry that with this heat gun. I thought, you know, if it would melt it, that would be cool too, because a melted hole is kind of neat looking too. There, that about dried up. That looks yummy. But now, put that right there. Okay. See, now that's already dry. But do you see how that color is in there? Now, when I cut little pieces off of this, I can cut little pieces off and just little chunks. And then this can actually, well, let me show you in a minute. I want to do one more thing before I show you that. Because here now, then here I've got cheesecloth. I'm going to cut me off a piece of that cheesecloth. Alright, because I want this cheesecloth. I keep using the same, it's a dish towel, but I keep using the same one as a mop-up cloth underneath these, so that this will get all colored up too, and I'm going to like that. So I'm going to want this with the blues as well. And so I really like this one. So it's already kind of variegated there with just the one blue, but I'm going to put just a little bit more darker blue in there. Okay, and oh, that won't go back on again. Okay, I was going to use the heat gun, but it's got to cool. But see, now look at there. I've got that cheesecloth, and it's painted, and it's like a variegated blue then, all in that cheesecloth. And when you look at it like this, it's just crunched up together. Then I can show you what my plan is here. Now, my plan here is, now look how pretty that scarf, how I have got now that color in that scarf. That's beautiful. Okay, so now let me put this back over here. Now see how right here there's two pieces here, so that's going to be like a seam there, but I want it to be seamless. I don't want that seam to show. So I can take then this little piece of silk that I just dyed, and I can like scrunch that up into this area. And that can be here, and this now will be a part of, or I could use the cheesecloth, anything, and just have it scrunched up, and then start tacking it down by using different stitches. Like maybe I'll use some different colors of embroidery floss, and just start stitching that. Maybe I can do a little bit of that right now. Let me see. I gotta get this needle off of here. I need this needle. Okay, and then I can thread that needle there. A little chilly here this morning. I have my sweater, my heater on right there at my feet near about. Okay. Let me get this in here. I'm thinking now, concentrating. I want to get all 6 strands in there. I want that to be a heavier piece. So now, with this little piece of silk, you know, maybe I want to get that hem off of there. I do. I want to get that hem. There's that little rolled hem on there, and I think I want that off of there, because that'll keep it from laying like I want it to lay. So I want it just to be the fabric from the scarf. Okay. There. Now, yeah, see, now I have it. Just that little piece of silk, and it's going to be like, I'm going to just let that be kind of scrunched up in there. And this being a variegated thread, when you use a variegated like that in here, then all my stitches, they'll, like right here, I use that same variegated, and the colors just change. And so I can just start putting this on with French knots or a seed stitch or something, or the different. I'm going to be learning. This is really a very practicey piece for me, because I'm learning some new stitches. I have a book. Let me see if I have that book right here. I think I do. Just a minute. See how I can just haphazardly, I'm going to put stitches, and you know, with some of the silk is folded over, and which makes, it'll actually make it look like ripples in my pond. And so as I pull these pieces, you know, as I do the stitching, can you see that, how it's starting to pull that already? It's starting to pull that the silk down into how you can see the folds in it, but that is going to look really pretty on that section. And that's going to cover up that seam where I put the 2 pieces of felt together. And I love stitching through the felt. Boy, that makes a big difference. Now, let me see if I have my book. I wanted to show you the book that I use, that I would say probably is like the best book for learning stitches. Let's see, is this Sue Sparkle? Let me see. Yeah, Sue Sparkle, Creative Stitching, Sue Sparkle. This book has got so many different stitches, and she explains them so clearly. And that's thread stuck in my book. But all kind of stitches, different stitches that you can use. And I don't just go by, this isn't going to be just an embroidery project. This project is going to be so much different, so many different things. But since I'm learning different stitches, see, what I want to practice today is the bullion knot. I want to learn to do that. And so, but like here it shows she's got a little circle, and then she puts the bullion knots just right around that circle. And so just something like that, even in here, maybe I could put like a little green circle in there, and it'd look like a little like a lily pad or something, and just kind of go around, that. So this is why I had that open to this, because I want to learn the bullion knots and the bullion loops. But this book, I need to, see, because it's sectioned off into, these are called wrapped and cast on stitches in this section. But I think I'm going to put that book in. I think I do have it maybe already in my favorite things. But I have gotten a few different books that teach embroidery stitches. This one is the one I love the best. I love this one. This one is, it's got Chinese knot, long and short stitches, couching, whipped back stitch, threaded running stitch. And here she's even talking about hand-painted fibers by, and this is, organic ribbon floss cotton. The thing is, you can order from these kind of companies where they already done. But I'm thinking that, see, here's hand-dyed wools you can get. But I'm thinking, my goodness, for what we want to do, this is another place, the thread gatherer, that you can buy threads. But if you can get like a white and just dye your own, if you've already got sprays or something, then gosh, you can come up with your own. I like the size of this book too. This is nice. It's only about 6 by 8 or something. It's small. And so I like that. But anyhow, that's just all that I wanted to show you today, was me just showing how that I can dye my own fabrics. And this scarf was bought at the thrift shop, I think. Well, I know I've not bought any scarves new. None. I've not purchased any new scarves. Not any silk fabrics. This is all either. Now I did purchase my a package of my this cheesecloth. I did buy that, but I got enough cheesecloth in that one package that's going to last me an eternity, and I can just color it as I need it with my sprays, because I have sprays. And the thing is too, if you think about it, if you think about your sprays, now you can make your own sprays. If you can, I know Walmart sells like these little bottles like this, and I think they're $1 each maybe. And you can maybe even get them somewhere else. But if you just take, if you have a magic marker and it's quit running, you can't use it anymore, you can open up that marker, take that little felt piece out of the middle. It still has got ink in it. And if you take that and cut that up, drop it into an empty bottle and fill it with water or alcohol. You can have either water or alcohol, or maybe a mixture of each one, and put that in there and let it absorb that ink. Then you have a spray. And when you think about how easily your clothes get stained, you can be doing something, you wear aprons so you don't stain your clothes. You stain the apron instead. Well, you're dyeing it. That's the same thing. Or Kool-Aid, a package of Kool-Aid, not the, without sugar, just all it is the color really and flavors or something, put some Kool-Aid in the water or in alcohol and make a spray with the different colors. And then you don't even have to go and spend that much money on 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 purchasing sprays or things to dye your fabrics. And I have sprays because a lot of these, like I didn't buy any of these Lindy sprays. These were all a trade that I made with somebody, and she gave me all these. That's where I got them. And but I have bought sprays at the beginning of my paper crafting days. I thought I needed to have all of the fancy things that they sell, and so I'd go buy it. Although I very rarely paid full price, because at the time I was buying things, I always used my 40% coupons off it at Hobby Lobby or at Michael's or Joann's. They all had them. Now I don't know if they have them anymore. I don't think so. But I would buy them, use my 40% off coupon, and then I would get them a little bit less expensive, but they're still expensive. But now that I've been doing it for a while and watching different videos and things, I have come up with ways of having the same products made by yourself that you can just make yourself. And this is just pretty. But see that? Look at that, how that blends right on top of there. And like, it just goes on top of there just like that. I mean, it's just, I think it's gorgeous myself. And so, but I'm I may put a little bit of this, add a little bit of this right with the silk and give it just a little bit more texture and just a more eye appeal or something. How pretty that looks. I think that looks beautiful. In fact, I think I'm going to leave that right there and have some of this so it's layered. First it's the felt, then it's the silk, then it's the cheesecloth, and look how that is so pretty. And then if I do learn the bullion, I will learn the bullion stitch. I will definitely learn that. But see how pretty that is? That's just pretty right there. And I'm grateful for, don't remember exactly who it was on. I read the comments that you put below the videos. In fact, I can hardly wait to see the comments, because so many things I've learned from the comments that people said, okay, if you can do that, then try this. And I want to try that. It's like we work together. And so, but the water was a comment somebody left. The comment is to add water, and I'm glad for the comment, because I think this is going to look so awesome underneath here, this water. So the horses are running through the field. They've got this pond down here, and I just think it's just gorgeous. And so I'm going to continue on with this. I'm going to learn my bullion stitch today, and because I might add in here maybe even little sea creatures or something. You just never know what'll come up. But that's what I think. But anyhow, it's already a beautiful day. It's 10:30 already this morning. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to have a live stream hopefully tonight if nothing comes up, which my card that I pulled for my live stream is to work on my Joker journal. So I went and got that off the shelf, dusted it off, and that's what I'm going to be working on my live stream this evening. But for today, for right now, I'm working on this. Then I'll fold this up, put it out of the way. I'll work on my journal. This is how I work. This is how I work. I'm many different projects going at one time, and it keeps my mind active so I don't get senile or something like that. Oh, okay, so then that's that. And let me read. Let's get another message from Spirit. Let's see. Our ancestors, what do they have to say to us today? They want us to hear this one right here. Okay, and see, that's their 2 cents. Right there, 2 cents from heaven. Okay, so we're just going to see what they have to say today. Dearest you, Selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here. That's one of the things. It's hard. I'm better now at receiving, but I had a hard time receiving for many years. I just felt like I was not worthy, and so I didn't want to receive. But now I find I love to give, I love to receive. Okay. And, yes, your kindness is interconnected in magical ways. Do something kind for no other reason than an exercise of the heart. That is a very good message for us. See, they keep giving us, our spirit, our ancestors keep offering us beautiful, beautiful messages and things we need to hear. Okay, so that is our postcard from Spirit. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Have a wonderful, happy day. Hopefully this evening I'll see you on a live stream. And may God watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Bring you back healthy and happy and well-fed and humble and healthy. Oh, I said healthy. Okay. God bless and thank you for watching.